Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer as a Lifestyle. It is January, and for me that means nothing but doctor visits and tests that I have scheduled. Remember, I said I go for about every 6 months I go for a test. So January I have at least 4 tests, 4 doctor visits that I have to get through. So I had to dust off my old chemo bag that I use and get it ready. Now I'm going to be actually honest with you, I haven't used my chemo bag for about 2 years. Now I used to use this chemo bag with me for all my treatments and every time I would go to a doctor visit. But I have slacked off, and I will tell you I regret it because first of all, when I go to the doctor now and I don't have my chemo bag with me, I end up, I'm telling you, I get so distracted and I look at the clock and I get like, oh my gosh, impatient and anxious about my visit and everything. But I just said I am not going to do that because I have plenty of, doctor appointments this month. I wanted to get my chemo bag out and get back into my old routine. So you're probably wondering, what the heck is she talking about, this chemo bag? Well, basically what it is a tote bag. See, I got my tote bag here. You can use any tote bag you want. I actually like to use a larger one, so because of what I like to put in it. But you can use any kind of tote bag. I've used different kinds of tote bags. And basically you put items in here that you have ready. You keep this ready in your, hanging. I leave it hanging on the back of my door for any doctor visits, treatments. And then when I'm done with treatment, sometimes, when I would have to go to the hospital, I would have it ready, and I would just add a couple items in there as I need it. So it's always, mine used to always hang ready, on the back of the door. So when I would go to the doctor, I would just grab it and go. So what do I put in my chemo bag? Well, first of all, you need a tote bag. Now, the size of your tote bag depends on what kind, what do you like to use. And also if you're going to just doctor visits or if you're going through treatment. Now I am going to use the same size because I like mine a little bigger, so mine's a little bigger. And in that bag you basically fill it with items to keep you busy, okay, while you're at your doctor visit. Now, well, since I go to doctor visits now, well, how long do you normally stay there? About 2 to 2.5 hours, right? You more or less you stay there. I'm sorry, but even something as simple as a mammogram takes, I was in there for 2.5 hours. I'm sorry, it's packed with people. You gotta wait for the receptionist, you're waiting for your, then you gotta dress, and you're waiting for the technician, and then you're getting dressed again. It is just, any doctor a room right now is just, you're just waiting in the waiting room all the time. So I put stuff in here that will occupy me while I'm there. So I like to crochet, so I always have yarn and my crocheting hook or whatever current project that I'm working on. Hence, I like a bigger bag. Okay, so I put that in here. Another thing I like to keep in here on a permanent basis is whatever book I'm reading. Okay, my current book that I like to read, I put it in here. They occupy me. Remember, it's things that will occupy you while you're there. Now, maybe your doctor visits goes a little bit faster than normal, but I will tell you, when you go through treatment, your bag will come in very handy because your treatment you'll be there for just about almost all morning or all afternoon, or it is like being at work. I call it a job. It's like you're going to work, and it's going to take you a while you're there. So another thing I like to put in mine is I love puzzles. And I love all kinds of puzzles. So as you can see, mine are kind of tattered because I've had some of these puzzles I've had for years. And I like the bigger books. And people actually give me puzzles when I'm in the hospital. Because, you can do all kinds of puzzles, keep you busy. You get bored, read your book. So I have a couple different varieties of puzzles always hanging. That goes in my book also. Another thing I would suggest is either a notepad or a journal if you like to journal. I like to write. Sometimes I get ideas for my blog, so I'll just start scribbling down on here. Another great suggestion I'm going to tell you, and this is mostly for if you're going to treatment. because you got plenty of time when you're in treatment. Trust me, you got plenty of time to partake in any of these things and then still have time left over. So another great idea is I actually like, and I actually buy these. I have a whole selection, are adult coloring books. Okay, you can, and people actually give me these, you know, when they come visit me in a hospital or something, because this is just awesome. It gives you, you know, it's very relaxing to color. If, you know, I know that sounds silly for, you know, because we're not children, but there are a lot of people that buy these, and it is very relaxing to sit down and actually just spend some time coloring. It will calm you down. Now remember, the whole point of, you know, of doing a chemo bag, I do it for a few reasons. One, when I take it with me when I go to the doctors for the visits, because it is mind-boggling the amount of time that you spend there waiting. And what happens? You're looking at the clock, you're anxious, you wish, you know, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late for work, or what's taking so long, they forgot about me, and you're getting angry, and your blood pressure is rising. And let me tell you, if you got problems with your blood pressure and you're getting upset, you will not have a good blood pressure test when you go in there. It will not be a good result, and it'll be because you're anxious. Or if you're going for a test and you're just so nervous. This will really calm you down. Put things in there that you like to do. Do you like to sew? Do you like to embroider? Do you like to draw? I mean, you know, put it in your bag. Maybe you like to play games on your tablet. Take it with you, you know. And these are the things that I put in there, just basic things. Oh, and I forgot. Don't forget water or a drink of some kind. Put in some fruit. You can eat an orange in the waiting room as your, you know, a little snack. Now, when you go to chemo, it's a totally different thing. You want to keep all this, and if you keep this in your bag and you come back, you hang it up on your door or put it in your closet or whatever. It's already still got all these items that I just mentioned, or whatever you're, you know, it's still in here, you know, except of course your water and your snack. You may want to take that out and put in, or if you've eaten, you know, next time you go, you just throw that in as you go. But let's say you're going to treatment right now, to chemo. You already got your bag with your basic essentials. Now all you want to do is, instead of the water bottle, you want a larger bottle of something to drink, or maybe several bottles of the small. Instead of the little snack, you want to prepare a meal for yourself. Now, let me tell you, you are going to be there quite a few hours. You're going to get hungry. And the nurses do provide you with crackers, and they do give you small things of orange juice. But let me tell you, you can tell, and I'm telling you, when you go to for your treatment, look around you. You can tell what I call the professional chemo people that have gone through treatment a few times. They carry a bag with them. I was in a room once with a lady that literally had plastic storage containers. She took out, she had lunch meat, she had cheese. She was making a sandwich like in a deli, okay? She took everything out and she was making a sandwich for herself. You're going to get hungry. You're going to need some kind of nourishment. Now, when the first time I went through treatment, I had a chemo partner, and my friend would go and get us something to eat, and she would bring us back something, and we would eat right there together and all. You're going to need that nourishment, all right? So don't, and I see a lot of people don't bring anything, nothing to drink. Especially, you're going to need your water. Besides my drink, whatever I bring, my small bottle or juice or whatever, I always have my big bottle of water waiting for me in the car. Now, I've shown you a vlog earlier about that. If you want to check that out, go look at my playlist. I do carry a big jug of water, because once you're done with chemo, you're going to want to flush that stuff, toxins out of you, okay? And they're going to tell you to keep drinking a lot of fluids to get that out. And also, it will help you with the nausea. It will help you with the metal mouth and all. So you want to bring your water with you. I always have water in the car waiting for me, so when I'm done with my treatment, I would go and I would just drink. Always have water, even when I go to the doctor visit or scans or whatever I'm having done. So just remember, you want to bring containers of food, sandwich. I brought fruit. You know, you can bring anything you want. Like I said, the one woman next to me, she was making, you know, she was taking out containers and making a sandwich like she was in a deli. I mean, you know, you can always tell the people who have been in treatment for a while, or, you know, have had it done several times, they come prepared. Okay, you can do, I brought once to my chemo treatment Christmas cards, and I did all my Christmas cards then. You know, you want to keep yourself occupied. That is the whole point of the chemo bag, what I call the chemo bag, even though I'm not going through chemo right now. Because the waiting, I'm telling you, you will get anxious, you will get angry, you will get upset. Like I said, the last couple, I think the last 2 years, I have not taken one, and I've regretted it every time. Because the way, you know, once we're sick, once we get cancer, we're like in the waiting room for the rest of our life. So all we do is go to one test to another, you know. And also, it's also good to have this bag. When you go to you'll have it hanging. Like I said, you got your bare essentials. If you have to go to the hospital, which, you know what, if you've got cancer, you will get infection, you will have a setback, you're going to have surgery, you're going to need this bag. I love to have it with me. Sometimes I just throw in on the way as I'm going to the hospital, you know, extra pair of socks, maybe some extra pair of underwear, you know, things like that, some makeup. Put your makeup case in here. And also, you know what, if you have a nice size bag, you know how people visit you and they always bring in you stuff, books, or, you know, like for my case, they always bring me books, they bring me puzzles, and they bring me yarn. So, you know, when I leave the hospital, I'm loaded down with stuff. I have the bag to put it in. So I will hope you try this and have your bag with you always. When I'm done now, when I come back from my doctor visit, I'll hang it up, because you know what? In a couple of days, I'm going back again for another visit. I'm going to have it ready. And this time, I am not going to be anxious. I am not going to get upset. I am going to take out my yarn, or I'm going to take out my book or my puzzle, and I'm going to be busy doing that, where the time will pass by quicker. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. Well, wait a minute. What is the little tidbit about me? What can we talk about now? Okay, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I always go, when I go for my treatment, I always consider them, since I've had it now, like I said, four times my cancer has come back. So now when I go for my treatment, I consider it my spa day. That's what I call it. I call it my spa day, because I will go and I will sit there for quite a few hours. I bring with me all sorts of things that I want to do. I work on it. And you know what? When people in my family know that I'm going for my treatment, they leave me alone for the next couple of days, because they know that I'm not going to be feeling well. They know that, you know, oh, you know, Lottie's having her treatment. She's going to be tired. So I actually consider it like my spa day. And that's how I treat it. I relax. I bring music with me sometimes. I take this time to, you know, do all the little things that you don't have time to do because, you know, hey, I'm working or you're busy. So I consider them my little spa days. So that's my little tidbit for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Thumbs up if you like the video. Comment below. Have you ever had a chemo bag, or what do you bring with you when you go to treatment, or you go to the doctor visits? What do you bring with you? I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day, everyone.